Hi there guys, how's it going? Jimmy here. Hope you're all having a great day and doing whatever you want to be doing. Today we're going to start another new series. It's called Stuff I Use. And today we're going to be covering the first thing, and it's actually not something that I use anymore, but it's something that I use for a long time. This here is my Lenovo G50. It's very covered in stickers, but this was my $300 workstation laptop for about a year. Let's get it started. Okay, let's talk about specs and what it's like to use this laptop. This laptop has the A8 6410 AMD mobile processor with R5 graphics, has 1 gig of video memory, which really just uses the RAM, right, because it's integrated graphics. When I bought this thing, I had 6 gigs of RAM. I upgraded that to 16 for about 40 bucks, and that was totally worth it. That definitely helped out this thing's performance for schoolwork. I could have many tabs open. Never saw a slowdown in when I was using internet applications. A lot of schools are moving towards using, the whole Google Docs and Google Drive stuff for all of their things. The high school that I went to was using that. All my friends who are in high school downstate were using that. And now going into college, my college is using that too for all file submissions and that kind of stuff. So that's definitely the way that a lot of schools are moving. So having a computer with a good amount of RAM and that works good with the whole Google ecosystem is really important. The two downsides of this laptop are boot time, so that comes from the hard drive. The hard drive is a 500 gig Western Digital Blue that spins at 5400 RPM. That's a pretty slow drive. This thing, if you pull it out of your bag, especially if you have the battery charged. Battery charged, you pull it out of your bag, set it down on your desk, open it up. It'll take you about 1:30 to be able to get into Google Chrome and be able to use it. That's quite a long time if you're expected to have your computer ready to go. If it's already on in your bag, you can just open it up and it should be good to go. But that's if it hasn't died in your bag. That's the other thing. My phone and this thing have almost the same size battery. Now, is that really how they work with each other? No, not really. The battery in this thing is a 2200 milliamp hour battery. How does it do battery life wise? You're sitting in class using Google applications, using the web browser, that kind of stuff. You can expect anywhere from, if you have full screen brightness, you can expect probably about 2.5 hours of battery life. If you have, but that's not very demanding of this laptop. If you're playing a game of League of Legends, you better have it plugged in because it'll die halfway through the game. So you need to hold the battery charger around with you all the time. Is the battery charger big and bulky? No, it's tiny. It's so small. It's a 65 watt, and honestly, I carried this around with me every day for 2 years. Never a big deal ever. I got this before my junior year, and I used it all the way through the rest of high school until about a month ago when I bought my new laptop. We're going to talk about my new laptop probably in the next video. Alrighty, so let's jump into Geekbench scores and ports. For our Geekbench score, we get a single core of 1,193, and our multi-core score is 3,208. That sits not so well against some of the other computers we have here in the office, but it also sits really well against some of the computers that we still use here in the office every single day. Ports for this laptop are definitely a strong point. It has a charger. The charger port is here. Good amount of venting. It has a VGA port, a Ethernet port, HDMI, 2 USBs on this side, and then on the other side, it has a headphone microphone jack, a full SD card reader, another USB port. It has 2 USB 2s and 1 USB 3, and then it also has a CD/DVD disc drive. Ports on this thing are definitely a really good strong point. The fact that it has a disc drive was actually really useful because I ended up installing a lot of old games on it. So all in all, what do I give this laptop out of 10? I give it a 9 out of 10. Because for what it has been and what it will continue to be for a little while yet, is a really reliable computer for doing what a lot of people pay a lot more money for on other computers. I mean, if you really think about it, a lot of people buy MacBook Airs, MacBook Pros, and they pay significantly more money, $700 more, for a computer to do homework on, a computer to, you know, watch movies on, a computer to browse the web with. Now, what are the two things that those computers have up on this? Battery life and boot time. But when it comes to like usability and like how the computer performs while you're doing those basic tasks, there will be quite literally no difference. I mean, if you're watching a movie, you're probably by an outlet anyway, and if you're doing homework, you're probably sitting at a desk with an outlet there anyway. So this computer is awesome, and this is what I edited, you know, a ton of videos in the past on. The whole Barcelona video was edited on this. Let's see, what else? The first episode of Evil Republic, or of the Evil Republic trip to Rochester, was edited on this. The second episode was edited on the Dell Inspiron. Is there any difference in quality of editing between those two? No, not at all. Did this take a lot longer to render the video? Yeah, but it wasn't to the point where I went and played a basketball game with my friends and it wasn't done when I came back. So, yeah, this computer, really recommend. There will be a link in the description below to buy it, along with a 16 gig RAM kit. Thank you guys all for watching this episode of Stuff We Use. There will be plenty more of these to come. I have a whole bunch of them lined up, including the next one will probably be about my new laptop. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Mario.